Willy the worm was wiggling through the park one day when he saw a friendly bee for the first time. The bee was sitting on a leaf and it waved its little bee antennae, Willy. He decided to go to and fly to Willy to have a little chat with him. The bee landed softly on the grass near Willy. "Hello," said the bee. "What's your name?" "I'm Willy," said Willy the worm. "It's nice to meet you." The bee buzzed around Willy a couple of times, and he had a good look at him. The bee wanted to do something fun with Willy. So the bee asked, while he was buzzing, "Would you like to go on an adventure with me? This could be really fun," said the bee. Willy had never been on an adventure before, but he really wanted to go on one. So he said, "Okay, where are we going?" The bee buzzed from excitement and said, "We're going to go find some flowers in the park," said the bee. "I want to collect some pollen, so I can make some honey for my friends in the hive. Would you like to help me?" "Sure," said Willy. "I've never collected pollen before, but I want to learn how." The bee smiled and said, "Great, let's get started." So Willy the worm and the bee flew and crawled all around the park looking for flowers. They looked behind the trees and under the bushes, but they couldn't find a single flower. Willy and the bee were a bit sad because they did not find any pollen. Willy started to feel a little sad, but the bee said, "Don't worry, Willy, I know just the place to find some flowers." So the bee led Willy to a beautiful garden full of colorful flowers. The friends arrived at a wonderful place with flowers as far as the eye could see. Willy was truly amazed. "Wow," said Willy. "This is so pretty. I have never seen so much flowers and colors." The bee watched Willy and he knew that Willy enjoyed the field full of flowers. "Surely we will find pollen here for my bee friends in the hive, so we can make sweet honey," said the bee. Willy smiled at the bee and agreed. They will find pollen here. The bee and Willy spent the whole afternoon collecting pollen from flowers, enjoying every moment in the large, beautiful field. The bee flew from flower to flower, while Willy wiggled and jiggled in a large sunflower, collecting as much as pollen as he could for the bee and his friends, and having a lot of fun with the bee. The bee looked at all the pollen they had collected. "This is more than we have ever had. My friends at the hive will be so happy. We can make so much honey," said the bee. "I'm glad you could help me collect pollen, so I can make honey for my friends. Now I have to get home before my friends go to bed." "It was so nice meeting you," Willy said the bee. And with that, the bee flew off to his hive, and Willy watched how the bee went home. "It was so nice meeting you, bee," said Willy. Willy could not stop smiling. He had his first adventure, and he even made a new friend. He wiggled back to the sunflower and closed his eyes, thinking about the wonderful day. The end.